Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all of you. How are you all doing? Great. That's very good. Yes, I'm also good. Alhamdulillah. Thank you. And happy rainy Monday to all of you, right? So it's raining after so long and I'm feeling very good about it. Okay, so tell me, how was your weekend? Was it good? That's great. Yes, my weekend was also good. And tell me something exciting about this weekend. Something new, something exciting. You went somewhere, you did something, you learned about new things. Okay, so there is something you want to share with me? Mm-hmm. Yes, because it's wedding season, right? A lot of weddings are being. Okay, that's great. But do take care of yourself. Do maintain social distance and always wear mask if you go into any social gathering. Okay, because it's very important for your safety. Okay, class. So tell me, how many of you have revised the lectures that we did in last week, and what were the topics we were covering? Yes. So let's quickly create a mind map of what we have covered in the last week. Okay. So we basically started with number operations, right? Who is going to tell me what are number operations? Number operations are basically exactly. I told you that the easiest way to memorize it or to learn about the number operations is that we basically play with different numbers with the help of these operations, right? Okay. How many types of number operations do we have? We have four types of number operations. The first one is addition, then we have subtraction, then we have multiplication, and at last we have division, right? Now, can you tell me the signs of that as well? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, and finally division, right? And then we started with the very basics of the number operation, that is addition. Who is going to define addition for me? Addition means putting things all together or finding the sum of things, right? Let's say you have already one thing and somebody gave you that more. And if you want to know that how many things you have all together, let's say you have five chocolates and your brother gave you three more, and you want to know that how many chocolates you have all together. So what you will be doing, you will put them together and then count how many number of chocolates you have, and you will find out that it's eight number of chocolates, right? Okay. So the basic definition of addition is that we put things together, putting together, right? Okay. Then in addition, we practiced one digit addition, then we practiced two digit addition, and then finally three digit addition as well, right? And in all of these types, what were the basic steps that we followed? There are three steps that we follow. The very first thing is that arrange the numbers, whichever the numbers are given in vertical order, right? At the second, what do? We write their placing values, right? We write the values of the numbers. So second is placing values. At third is that we always start solving from the very right hand side. So start solving from right hand side, right? So this was. Then in these all one digit, two digit, and three digit additions, we have the one with carrying over and the one without carrying over, right? So in with carrying over, what do? That we have the answer, which the number or the sum of two, when the sum of two digit is greater than, okay, let's practice it, write it on the board as well. In addition, we have one with carrying over and the one without carrying over. In the questions which are with carrying over, what is that? That when the sum of two digit is greater than 9, let's say 10, 11, and so on, right? Then what do? We write the number on the side. Let's say it is number 10. Then we write the placing values over it, ones and tens. Then what do? That we place the ones digit below the ones digit column, and we take the next number, or this is called as a reminder, which is left, right? And we take the reminder on the top of the next column, and that next column can be any column. Let's say it's tens column, hundreds column, thousands, it can be anything, right? So we take the reminder to the next column, and then we add it with that column, right? And without carrying over is very simple. In this case, this when the sum of two digit is basically, this is less than 9, right? When sum is less than 9, then this is known as without carrying over, and we simply put the answers below the columns, and it is simple form of addition, right? So we have so far covered this much of addition. Now tell me, how many of you have practiced this all over the weekend? Raise your hands. That's very great. All of you have practiced. And any confusion, any question that you want to ask me related to that, anything that is, creating trouble for you, carrying over questions, three-digit addition, how to manage, like anything you want to ask me. No? Should we move forward? Okay. So in today's class, there is this last page of addition that we will be covering. It's basically three digit. A question is the page is related to three-digit addition. We will be practicing this together, and then we will be done with this topic, right? So in the number operations, we will be done with addition, and then we will be starting with the next number operation, that is subtraction, right? So I want all of you, okay, don't open the books. I'll be writing questions for you, and then we will be solving it together, okay? Okay, look at the board. The very first question is 543 plus 147. Now, this is the question given to me, right? So, the very first step is that I'll be writing them in vertical order. So, let's write them in vertical order. 543, 147. Okay, write a plus sign over there. Now, who is going to tell me what's the second step? That we will be writing the values over it. So, ones, tens, and then hundreds. Got it? Now, we will start solving from which side? From the right hand side, or the ones column, right? So, 7 plus 3 equals 7, 8, 9, 10. The number is greater than 9. Right? This means this is a question with carrying over, right? So I'll be writing the values over it. Then I'll take this ones digit number below the ones digit, and the tens digit as a reminder on the top of next column. Now 4 plus 4 equals 8, plus 1, 9. And 5 plus 1 equals 6. So the answer is 690. Got it? Now I want you to solve this next for me. Or let's practice this one with the three rows. The question is 246 plus 19 plus 342. Okay, we are supposed to add this. So I have already written them in vertical order. Let's write their values. Now let's start solving from this side, okay? 2 plus 9. Okay, let's start from here. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Is 17 greater than 9? Yes. So this means that we will be writing values over it. This ones digit number will be brought over here, and this reminder will be taken on the top of next column. Got it? Now 4 plus 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Again, we have a number which is greater than 9, right? So we will be putting this ones digit number below this, and the remainder will be taken to the next column, on the top of next column. Now 2 plus 3 equals 5, plus 1, 6. So the answer is 607. I told you that the place where there is no number, this means that 0 is already there. So if you write it or not, it's same. What I want you is that on your notebooks, make a rough work area for you. Draw a line on the very right corner. Make a line like this and give it a heading as rough work. Okay, and do these all simple addition. Let's say you have three numbers like 9, 6 and 5, and you don't know how to write it, or if you will draw the lines over there, this will not look clean or neat, right? So draw lines over here and then count them, and then simply write the answer over there. Do not make all of these rough work, or do not do these rough work in this area. Keep it neat and clean, and do all of the rough work over here. Got it? So that your work look neat. Okay, now, before starting the statement of word problems, I'll be showing you a video related to this word problem, okay? So I'm going to share the screen with you. Show me a thumbs up. Is it visible to you or not? Is it? Okay, great.
Let's learn about three-digit addition. 147 plus 354. So first we'll start from the right side. 4 plus 7 is 11. So we'll write 1 down here and 1 as a remainder on top of the next one. So then we go to the next one. 4 plus 5 plus 1 is the remainder. So it's 10. So 0 comes here and 1 goes on the top. And then 1 plus 3 plus the remainder 1 is equals to 5. So 5 comes here. So that's your answer. 501. 147 plus 354 is 501. And this is how you do the three-digit addition.
Okay, so you have seen that how do we practice word problems. We have already done that as well. Okay, so now I want you to write. I'll be telling you the statement, and you are supposed to write the data from it, extract the data from the statement. Okay, so the statement is that for the earthquake relief fund, Asma collected rupees 457, Atika collected 225, and Sonia collected 363. So there are basically three girls. The first one is, you can write Asma equals to 457 rupees. Then the next girl is Atika, and she collected 225 rupees. And the last one is Sonia, and Sonia collected 363 rupees. Got it? What you are supposed to do is that how much they collect all together. Remember when we started this, when we started with the word problems, the very first time I told you that addition means putting things together, or putting things all together. And when you will be practicing the word problems related to this, you will find this word in the statement, that find the sum of all, or what would be the things, or what would be the number all together, right? And in the book, in your book, all of the questions which are written over there do have this hint word, which gives you a hint that you are supposed to find the sum of that, right? Now, I have already written it in the form of vertical order for you. Write the placing values, count it, and tell me what's the answer. Yes? No, I'm solving it by myself. You are supposed to solve it by yourself, okay? And just tell me the answer. What's the answer? Yes. Are you guys done? What's the answer? Is your answer similar to mine? 1045. All of you, do you have the same answer? Okay, that's great. So this means that you are now, yes, you are now master of addition. Okay, great. So before ending the class, let's do this last statement question together, and then we will end the class. And the statement or the data for you is that Shelley collected 158 shells. She collected 79 more later. On first, she collected 158 shells, and then later on, she collected 79 more. So, how many shells does she have now? You are supposed to tell the total number of shells she have. Hurry up. 158 plus 79. Yes. 237. Excellent. Great work. Okay, class, that was all for today. What is your home assignment? You are supposed to do the remaining questions as a practice at your home, and then I'll check it in tomorrow's class, inshallah. First, we will check it, and then we will be starting with the next number operation. Okay, so do practice it and let me know if you have any confusion in addition, so that we, before starting subtraction, you know what addition is and how to solve all the questions related to it. Okay, so do share this video with others because it's free learning. Do good and have good. I'll be seeing you in the next class. Take care. Allah Hafiz.